Hey guys, Loris from Collectibles Yule here for a new video. First of all, I'm sorry guys for not uploading more video. I got some messages from people, asking to make more vids, and I wish I could, but I was very busy shooting a new short film with my twin bro. But the shooting is done for the moment, and well, I have more time for YouTube and stuff. So you should expect more videos soon. And starting with this one, which is the review of my new Michael Myers mask from Halloween 2, the Nicholas Drezius, Nicholas Art Studios, NAG, called NAG, yeah, NDMM2, converted by Ghost. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so to begin with this mask, Nicholas Hartz, sculpted that mask next to KHDW. I already spoke about the KHDW in one of my unboxing vid, but let's just, get a recap of it. The KHDW was a mask that was made, I think, about like 15 years ago, and which was sculpted by Ken Ertlane, and with the help of Dick Warlock, Ken was able to get the details of the hero, to measure it, to get some cool close-up, and he ended up sculpting it. And for most people, the KHDW is the best Michael Myers mask ever made, ever offered to collectors. But sadly, it's a 30 limited edition, and it's there is nowhere to find. You can't find one anywhere. I mean, it's probably the most rare mask in the community. And so, Nicholas Arts, who owns two of them, who owns a couple of KHDW, decided to offer a mask that was kind of, that was sculpted to look like a KH, a KHDW, and I think he nailed it. So yeah, Mike, aka Ghost, converted that one. He got the eyes, painted it, haired it with great vintage hair. And yeah, overall, it's a great piece. I asked, for a beaten up look, like heavy weathering. But well, it came more like a subtle, finishing. It still looks good, but not the AHG I was expecting, to be quite honest. So that's why actually I'm selling it at the moment on eBay. But when the video will be up, it will probably be sold by then. But yeah, no offense at all to Mike or Nicholas Arts. This mask is great for any collectors. It's just not the thing I needed for my collection. I mean, at the moment. I couldn't decide if I wanted to go with with an H2 mask from Rob Zombie or the H2 the original. But as I already have an H1 mask, I maybe should have went with the Rob Zombie version, and that's probably what I'm gonna do with the funds of this mask sale, and get an RZ H2 mask, because I love the movie too. But yeah, to get back on the mask, it's a hero thin pool. And it smells vintage. This mask screams vintage. It's even what Mike Ghost told me, that this was one of his more vintage, most vintage finishing he ever done. And I agree, that looks great. That looks very vintage. And I'm sure you guys love it too. As I said, it was meant to be a KHDW tribute mask, and I think Nicholas nailed it. Because it could easily be passed for an original KH, and I fooled some of my friends saying, "Hey guys, check it out! I got an original," and some thought that was true. Well, a couple noticed it wasn't one, but most of them thought it was a real one. So I guess you could say, Mike and Nicholas, job well done. So it is mostly, an Halloween 2 mask, but I think it could, it could pass for well, not pass, but it could be used for a Halloween 1 mask too, and especially because of Mike's finishing, It looks good to be an H2, but it looks nice to be, an H1 from the end of the movie, before he gets killed. Check out the hair detail. I don't know what hair he used, but they are very soft, very vintage, as I already did it like 3 times. But yeah, very cool hair. Check out those eye cuts. I think they were already sculpted by Nicholas Arts, and that Mike simply cut them, but didn't tweak them. but you know, they still look great and amazing. You know, I took some wearing shots. Not in video, sadly. I completely forgot to took some vids, but I'll post the pictures, and maybe I'll try to get another worn shots, you know, a couple video where you can see the mask being worn. Probably not in full costume, but you'll get the idea. And I think that's, you know, like many Michael Myers masks, this is one of those you know, it has to be worn to be alive, you know, to see the full potential. Details on the neck, you know, flesh coloring, very nice, very nice. White isn't pure white, you know, like it looks like an old white that was you know, kind of bit to hell, but not with that much weathering to it, but it looks old, and that's cool. Nose is dirtied up, I think, yeah. Well, it looks weathered. Same for mouth. I hope the camera is picking every little detail. And again, the neck, which is one of my favorite thing. I love the coloring on it. Check that out. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you know, on the NAG NDMM2. Yeah, because this is, sorry, I didn't mention, but this is the second version Nicholas Arts offered. He already, you know, he made one like a couple years ago, a NAG NDMM, but this is a second version, which is, you know, improved and looks way better than the first one. But yeah, this is pretty much what what I could say about that mask. Again, you know, great mask, simply did not fit in my collection that well, so this is why I'm selling it. But you know, if you're a fan of Michael Myers, a fan of Halloween 2, this is one of the best masks you can get by far. Overall, you know, the sculpt and everything is great. As always, you know, a couple words on collectibles UL. We reached the 1,500 subscribers, so thank you so much, guys, for this. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys will keep subscribing, will keep liking the vids. You know, it really means a lot, and I really appreciate all your appreciations. I hope this is English, but yeah, I hope you will understand me. But I'm sure you got it. You know, I said previously that I would have a new giveaway. Like, you know, last year I gave away a TOTS H2, but for this year I will give away a free clown mask from Prop Shop site, which was custom, you know, with a blood and so on. So here is a pic for you to check it out. And yeah, I'll give it away to one lucky subscriber. So guys, tell your friends, tell your, you know, everyone that loves, you know, mask, costume and stuff, to check out the channel, and, you know, to subscribe, because as soon as I'll have the 2K, you'll have a chance to win a free clown mask. So, but I'll keep you updated on this. Again, thank you so much for the subscribing, you know, for the subscribe, you know, for the likes, for the comment. Really appreciate it. Again, one more time, yeah. So yeah, this is pretty much what I had to say on the NAG NDMM2. I hope to have more videos for you guys soon. And I hope to have more unboxing too, reviews, so on. I'll keep you updated, guys. And again, thank you so much, guys. That was Loris for Collectibles UL, and see you next time.